Hi, this is Doris Hartman, and I'm here today. I got tagged recently in a tag video for that Miss Lisa Ladybird Loves created, and so I got tagged by one of my yarny friends. I tried to do this video well, and yeah, there's 12 questions. I have them written down. I'm doing something new. I'm on one of my kids' Chromebook. I think it's a Chromebook. No, it's a Dell thing. Anyway, little laptop thing. So I'm doing a split screen, so I have the my questions. God pardon me, bear with me, my mama brain. But this, I thought this was going to be fun, so I'll just dive right in. Number one, if you were stranded for hours in a car in the middle of the world's biggest traffic jam, and you had your just-in-case yarn, and one set of needles or a hook, one hook, no pattern, no scissors, no dart, tapestry needles, what would you make? I think I would probably be making washcloths, because I like the cotton, usually keep cotton with me. Or if it's acrylic, I would probably, at least start on a scarf or a shawl. Nothing too spectacular. Number two, what would you do if you didn't have your just-in-case yarn? What would you try to do? Well, if I didn't have my just-in-case yarn, and if I was in the car with my whole family, we would probably do a read-aloud book or listen to the radio or something, but definitely read would be my first choice with my kiddos. Number three is, did you teach anyone else how to knit or crochet? Yes, I've been able to teach my oldest son. He's coming up on 12 this month. Wow. My youngest daughter and my youngest son is branching off and doing his own thing. Of course, he has some help with Big Brother, from Big Brother, assisting him, and Big Sister too. My oldest daughter, I'm trying. We're having some struggles, so I'm going to have to try some. Like with all of them, I've done YouTube videos because they've helped me, and I know that people learn different ways by different teaching styles. So I've made use of my yarny community with tutorials and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to dig in with that, and I have a friend, a yarny friend, on Discord with Dana's Wanderlust Crochet, who's willing to do a Zoom type thing with her. Maybe do like that one-on-one time with, yeah. I think we need to do that. So anyway, yeah. So I have taught someone else, and my oldest has made dishcloth for his nana and made a couple scarves. My youngest daughter is working on a little octopus for baby in the NICU, and a baby blanket for a friend of ours in church. So she inherited my start-itis. So I don't know how this light is doing. You can't see me very well, but I'm trying different things. So yeah, so she's got my start-itis right off, but she's just going with it and run with it, and she's like, Mom, you get me that pattern. I want to make this. So I find a pattern, and she's off and running, trying to steal my yarn, but some of it I'm like, yeah, you can have that one. You can have those. So number four, what is the most rewarding part of knitting or crochet? Well, I love making things for people. I love helping people, and if I can make a beanie to keep them warm, or a scarf, or a blanket, and to show my love. It's also very therapeutic at the end of the day when it's been a chaotic day and the kiddos are finally in bed. Then I can just relax and crochet, and so that's pretty rewarding. But I really like making things for people. And number 5, what would you make next if you had unlimited yarn? There's a few blankets in mind. There's always a bucket list, a running list, like always. There's a really nice Christmas blanket I would like to make because I like Christmas and I love those colors. And if I could get them all in unlimited supply, that would be wonderful. I could just do that. Of course, I'd have to have the unlimited time, but that's another thing. Number 6, what was your most difficult thing to learn with knitting or crochet? That would probably be patterns. When I first started, it was my mama's friend taught me the granny stitch, did the square wire, and continued. I'll show you that because that's my first thing I made, and one of the questions. And then I had the certain stitches, and I was like making blankets back and forth, back and forth. So one of the other difficult things is I had always wanted to make beanies and hats and stuff, and I still need tutorials to get me through the first bit, and then yeah, so that's part of my learning. 7, the first thing I ever knitted or crocheted. I'm still technically working on it, but it's the first thing, and it's this one. I showed it previously, but my mama's friend taught me how to do the granny stitch way back when I think I was 14. So it's a pretty good size. And my daughter, my youngest daughter, the one who's taken crocheting and running with it, she's wanting it, and so I'm going to just add to it for her blanket because I'm working on blankets for all of my kiddos. 8, the strangest place you have knitted or crocheted. Well, some people would think it would be a strange. I've always thought that it was strange to crochet in like church during a church service, but my church family, I was working on a shawl, one of my first shawls for my pastor's wife when she got diagnosed with cancer, and I just wanted to get it done, and so I'm like, and just try crocheting while I'm listening to the sermon, and crocheting helps me with listening and all that too. So yeah, and then now it's not so strange, but I've crocheted in doctor's offices. That's not too strange. So I went camping and I brought it camping, and so that could be a strange place. Favorite thing to make? My favorite thing to make right now are dishcloths. I really like, seeing the different kinds of stitches and how they work. But always it's been blankets, because there's so many different techniques, stitch patterns that I could do, and the colorways are endless too. Yeah, basically dishcloths. I'd really love wiggly trivets, and that I learned from Miss Dana from Dana's Wonderlust Crochet. And yeah, favorite yarn, that would be cotton or acrylic. I love this yarn, acrylic from Hobby Lobby. Acrylic is pretty universal, other than pot holders and stuff, and that's cotton. I love making the useful things. Where number 11, where is your favorite place to buy yarn or wool? That would probably be local. That would be Hobby Lobby. I really like Hobby Lobby. They have a good supply of acrylic yarn for now, and I like the Crafter Secret cotton and a few different other cottons. I could lost in that store and spend hours in that store, but online also I really like Wool Warehouse. Nice selection and really good prices, and I can usually find a good coupon code or something. So, number 12, is there anything about your hobby, knitting or crochet, that completely stumps you? Like those more intricate patterns. And I'd like to be able to just sit down and be able to just, you know, crochet a hat, anything like that. Something more, more than just the basic shawl or scarf. I think for that, some of the charts can be challenging for me to read too, but I'm learning, so hopefully it won't stump me for too much. Yeah, I think that's all my questions. I hope I answered them well enough. And I'd like to tag Dana, Wonderlust Crochet, and Robin with Roaming with Rover. And another one I would like to tag Ellen with Ellen's Crochet. Yeah, so, and if you're a creator and stuff and you would like to join in, you're more than welcome. I tag you too. So thank you very much for watching. Know that you're loved and you're blessed, and I hope to see you soon, and take care. God bless. Bye bye.